So this video is on pro-lifers. Um, pro-lifers can be something else, a little mean at times, as well as the pro-choicers, on the basis that when I was really early, I started to get super sick, and I went to a pregnancy resource center. And at that place, I was read the Bible, the scriptures from the Bible, and told, basically, God knows everything about my baby before my baby was even created. Then later, I was told, well, yeah, I know you can't even be thinking about abortion. Don't even think about that. Oh, you're suffering? Well, go over there and die and have that baby. So it was contradictory a little bit because it's like pro-life, but it felt more like pro-baby. But it took me a while to understand that, the baby is younger than me. The baby is my child. The baby is a child. And so, of course, there's concern for that new life. But I think I kind of felt thrown under the bus. It's like, new person here, you no longer matter. And that was the problem I had with the pro-life people that I interacted with, or the pro-life movement. I still feel that very harsh kind of, it doesn't matter what your circumstances are. It doesn't matter what the baby's circumstances are. Life is a life is a life. And I'm worried because I have a test upcoming that could tell me that there's something super wrong with the baby. And if there is, and I'm praying there's, like, I'm literally fingers crossed that there's not, but I have that awful feeling that there's something. But you know what? I've had 3 instances where there was no heartbeat, at least 2 where we should have been able to hear it and couldn't, and I had to go back later that day for both occasions. So it's really, I'm scared for the baby, but I feel like if there is something really wrong, the pro-lifers are going to be like, oh well, even if there's something wrong and you guys are both going to die, that's the will. It's really, I'm serious. I've met some pro-lifers that are very like, it doesn't matter what you're going through, and it doesn't matter what the baby has going on. Have that kid. But what I like about the pro-life movement is they seem to be the only group that really holds any value to the baby. They're the group that doesn't really use the dehumanizing terms like fetus and say the things like it can't feel or breathe or different things like that. So it's actually nice to have the reassurance of your baby is alive. You're doing the right thing to try to have this baby. I've had people tell me, if you're going to have CP and have your baby watch you have that, you shouldn't have that baby. That's what the pro-choicers will say. That's what the pro-lifers will say. It doesn't matter what you have going on. It's awesome that you're trying to have this baby. So it's nice to have a cheerleader. So that's what I like about the pro-lifers. I actually see them as cheerleaders unless they're being too adamant. And I've had that too, where I've had to take a step back and say, hey, because I need everybody to hear this. If there is something super wrong with the baby to where it's not going to be able to live outside of me, I can't continue. I can't, because it's going to, like, literally my life's at risk, and then I don't want to lose my baby, like, in my arms, but I don't want to go through with the awful way that, see, that's the real thing, though. I bet if pro-lifers were in charge of abortion, if they had to be the ones to see that abortion happens or whatever, I bet they wouldn't have it be in the heinous, awful ways that it is. I think that pro-choicers, to me, in the, it's not a baby kind of mindset, that's what makes it so, abortion is the awful, it's done in this awful way. When you look it up, when I really did get the you shouldn't continue from the medical, well, no, they didn't say you shouldn't continue. It's like, well, I'll stand behind you either way, but, and I started to look at how terminations really take place, and I just felt like I can't do that. So that's my thing. I think if pro-lifers were in charge of that, if they had to be the ones to mandate at least the way that abortions are performed, I feel that they would be more humane. And maybe babies would have the painkillers to the fullest extent, to where they have no pain and they're put to sleep and stuff like that. So it's really, I don't know. I'm like this and like that with the pro-lifers and pro-choicers, but at least pro-lifers value the potential human being. At least there's value with them, and I feel that I don't get that with the pro-choicers. It's like, you're here. It's like we're all here already, so we just shouldn't care about anybody else but those of us that are already here. The baby is here. It's just not out of me. It's here, though. It's no longer in some kind of... It's not floating around the universe waiting to be created. It's here. It's just not out. So how is it, so I like how the pro-lifers see that if it's alive, it's alive, and it can be devastating either way, but I do like that they add value to the baby. So that's my take on pro-lifers.